When you guys go out, who typically pays for the dates?
Pays for the dates? She would look at me crazy if I don't pay for the date.
So 99%.
The only time she would pay for a date would be like a significant event, like a birthday, an anniversary, or a
just special occasion.
or a big event in my life when it comes to my career.
You guys live together now?
No, we're pretty much always together though.
So when you do eventually move in, are you gonna go 50-50?
She already made it clear. The man got to pay the house. So, at the end of the day, I got to support, from a household standpoint.
So you want him to pay all the bills?
That's how I grew up.
So if he's gonna do that, does he get it whenever he wants it from you?
Yeah, or whenever I want it.
Okay. So what do you bring to the table essentially?
Me. Just me.
What'd she say?
No, I bring a lot to the table. He knows that. Like, I'm not like a bum. I have my own career. I do make my own money, but I do expect him to take care of me.
You want to have kids?
If there was a problem, like he became broke tomorrow, I can take care of us. Yes, I have a 12-year-old now.
How do you approach this relationship knowing that she already had a child?
When we first started dating, she made it clear. So I knew if I wanted to take things further, I would have to accept that and most importantly be able to take ownership of that in the future if I want to move forward with a relationship. So I took the sacrifice as well as we talked about it.
Do you feel like it would be easier for you to get out of the friend zone or for a guy?
For me.
I think a girl.
For a girl to get out of the friend zone compared to a guy.
Why is that?
Because I feel like once a girl sees a guy as a friend, then that's all they see them as.
I feel like girls are a lot more harsh with like how they view a guy.
Right.
Like if it's a friend, you're a friend.
You're a friend.
If I think
Like,
you're
I'm not gonna
attractive,
see you as anything
you're
else.
attractive. If I'm gonna be your friend, then I'm gonna try to get
Right,
a
because
little
like
more
I feel
out
like
of it.
I feel like a girl's gonna tell their guy friend like something that they would never tell their boyfriend.
Oh yeah.
But a guy, on the other hand,
For a guy with getting out of the friend zone, I think it's a
hard.
lot more difficult.
It's hard. Because once a girl sees you as a friend, that's
Yeah.
what she sees you as. I would say that like even if a man and a woman are friends, he still thinks about fucking her.
how long did you say you guys have been friends?
10 years.
10 years, yeah.
In that time period, have you never had feelings for each other?
No, like he's been just such a great friend. So like I couldn't like see the other side of it. Does that make sense?
Could you ever see her being your wife one day?
I mean,
It's
it's possible. It's possible.
So you wouldn't rule that out.
I wouldn't
We
completely.
never thought about it.
I've never 100% thought about it. It's possible, but yeah, we're friends.
So how come it's a possibility in your mind, but for you, you're like, I would just never look at him that way?
I wouldn't say I never, but we've been such good friends. I don't want to ruin the friendship.
How could you ruin a friendship by getting closer?
Some people, like when people take friendships into relationships, they're not meant to be in a relationship. They were always meant to be friends. So in that aspect, like if you just feel like you were meant to be friends, you're meant to be friends. Trying to force a relationship on top of that, I don't know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Could it be that what you're looking for a man, he just doesn't fit that box?
No, I wouldn't say that because he fits all the boxes.
Then why not move the relationship further?
I never thought about it, honestly.
When you guys go out, who typically pays for the dates?
He does.
I pay for the dates.
Any special occasions where you cover the bill?
Yeah, there are times when I pay. Yeah, there are some times when I pay.
Like,
It's random. It's like very random. Like random.
I only typically will let her like buy something small, like maybe like a sandwich at Starbucks or something, but like 99% of the time I always cover the bill. It's never a question.
you guys live together?
Yes, we do.
Does he cover most of the bills?
All of them.
All of them.
So if he's paying everything, does that mean that you give it to him whenever he wants it?
Yeah.
What else do you bring to the table?
switched up on me. I hate this question. Like, he always asks me this, and I hate this question.
Well, realistically, what do you think?
I mean, I think I'm very nurturing to him. I provide, like, I do the laundry. That's what you're asking, Barry. I do the laundry. I make sure, like, I clean the room, the house. I provide, like, unconditional love, friendship.
Do you think if it was all the way around that you'd even be with him? If you had to take on his role and he took on yours?
No.
Why not?
Because I like my man to lead. I like my man to be the alpha. I like to be submissive to my man, and I feel like I can't be that way if I'm the one in his position.
How tall are you?
6'6".
At 6'6", how easy is dating for you?
God is good. I'm very blessed. It's relatively easier than most. I will say that.
So there are women who will go for you but will completely X me out just because of your height.
Some women are superficial like that, unfortunately, yes. But there's some great dudes in all heights.
So why do you think women tend to lean more towards a taller guy?
I think naturally women want to look up to their man, and I think that the height is just something superficial that they tell themselves, that it's something that's natural to do when you naturally look up at your man and you look at him as a superior, as a head of the household. So I think the height is the star. It's not necessarily the finishing part. That's how you can attract someone, but it's definitely not how you can, just because you're tall don't mean you're going to be an excellent husband or an excellent boyfriend.
But as a guy who's 6'6", would you date a chick who was also 6'6" or taller?
No. If you bigger than me, that's a problem. I can't do that. You taller than me, it's a problem.
Why you feel that way? Is she too masculine or something?
Man, listen, if you taller than me, bigger than me, baby, I ain't got nothing for you. I can't do it. I support, shout out to all my tall, beautiful sisters, but if you're taller than me, I can't rock with it.
How do you think coming from divorced parents affected your dating life?
I think for me, it really makes me question a little bit more commitment, because for me it's like, I know my parents were happy when they got married. It was just the long term, like doing the everyday with somebody that they weren't necessarily like prepared for, and for me it makes me question more that I'm committing to than rather just the happiness, all that comes in a relationship.
Because happiness is temporary.
Yes, I mean, it's still like an important thing to have in a relationship, but you want to make sure that it's not temporary and make sure that, you know, even through the hardships that you're still happy with this person and they're willing to go through those and work with you through ups and downs and, you know.
How do you think growing up with a single mom affected your dating life?
Not having a father around, to be honest. You know, I knew what it meant to be the man of the house, just to protect my mother, protect my family, but I didn't know how to emotionally protect a woman. Simply because I knew how to physically protect my mother and the people around me, but emotionally, my mother was always protecting me because she's been a single mother. She has a great job. She's always been the emotional support, the physical support, the financial support, and I'm so used to her protecting me as a man that I wasn't able to protect the person that I was with, that I still love dearly, as a woman.
But did you expect the same relationship that you had with your woman to be similar to the one you had with your mom?
I did. As much as I wanted to protect my woman, I do like a woman that gives me reassurance. I think that's very important to men nowadays. I think women have lost sight of that. And the women that haven't lost sight of that are women like a dime in the rough. Like, they need to be appreciated, they need to be taken care of, they need to be talked about a lot, because it's unappreciated as men to be appreciated from a woman.
When you go out, who typically pays for the dates?
Oh, I take care of everything. You know, that's me to provide for my lady here and things.
Okay. Under what circumstances do you cover the bill?
I do birthdays, I pay for stuff on vacations, whenever, however.
She's my special events lady and things, but the day-to-day operations, that's on me.
Okay. Even at home, you're covering the bills too?
That's right.
All right. 100% of them?
Pretty much, yes.
So, if he's paying everything, does that mean he gets it whenever he wants?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why would some woman be against that?
Not sure, but when a man is taking care of business, then you have to make sure he's taken care of too.
How old are you?
22.
6.
26. Not 6 years old. 26.
Do you think dating gets easier for you as you age?
Yes.
Dating is, what'd you say?
Do you think dating gets easier for you as you age?
No. But yes, I don't know.
Why are you so confused?
Because I've had 3 boyfriends and I despise all of them, and I met this motherfucker right here 11 days ago, and he already told me he loved me and asked me to be his girlfriend, so love exists. So I don't know, it's a melting pot. I don't know what to say.
You think that's love or simping?
No, I mean, he should say I'm the best, so who could blame him? You know what I mean?
Okay. I mean, but what do you expect him to bring to your relationship?
No, I just want someone who makes me genuinely happy, makes me laugh, and does things that I don't even ask for. Like, he brings me my coffee in the morning, opens the door for me, buckles me in. It's like no one would ever do that ever.
Are you reciprocating though?
I asked him what I should do, but he doesn't want nothing.
Okay. Is he paying for the dates as well and taking you places?
No, I do it both ways. I don't believe in men just paying for everything.
Okay, so you're 50-50.
I'm a 50-50 girl. Yeah.
So if y'all move in together, you're paying half of the rent.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Are you gonna cook for him clean?
Yep, I cook, I clean.
Give it up.
I do it for myself. Why am I do it for him?
Give it to him whenever he wants it.
Yeah.
When y'all go out, who typically pays for the dates?
Definitely him, but sometimes I'll pull out my card and just try to.
Does he let you?
Definitely. Yeah. You let me pay sometimes?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Why do you let her pay?
Because she wants to pay. And if she wants to treat me to something, I'm totally down for that.
You don't think that makes you less manly?
Not at all. Definitely not.
I think it makes you more masculine to feel so confident and comfortable in letting your spouse and your female pay. You know, it takes a strong man to be able to do that.
So do you think that he could still be considered a traditional man by letting you pay?
Definitely, because I'm a stay-at-home mom, so he makes it so I don't have to work. The least I can do is pay sometimes.
If you were making 100K, how much do you want your woman to make?
Money. It doesn't matter how much she makes.
She could be.
As long as she's making some money or making something of herself, I don't think it doesn't matter to me what she's making.
Money doesn't really matter to me. I want my family to be comfortable. If I need to pick it up a little bit, that'll be on me, but we will have that conversation when it comes, because she's my wife. We will have those conversations financially, but I always want my family to be comfortable. I will do anything for my family.
I agree with my brothers. Money does not matter. It's more about the mentality and like what you're really doing with yourself. You can make 10K, 20K, if I'm making 100K, and you provide something to me, I provide something to you, it does not matter.
Now, if a woman was making 100, how much do you think she'd want you to bring?
I've met some that do not care. So I think it's more like, I can't speak on that experience for women because I'm a man, obviously, but some women prefer you to make more if they're making that, like if they hit that threshold. Some women don't care. So
why do they want you to at least have more?
I think some women are sort of stuck in the mindset of where I'm making this much and I want to sort of like date up monetary wise, but like dating up doesn't only stop at the monetary value. Like you could date up in terms of like, wisdom. You could date up in terms of looks, like etc. So like some people are stuck on the money part of it, but like there's a lot more aspects of the relationship that really matter.
Why is dating so hard?
We live in Atlanta. It's damn near impossible. I say it like this. This is what I say.
9 times out of 10 out here, you're gonna know a couple people. You're gonna date a girl. 9 times out of 10, that person or them people that you know her or dated her before. Atlanta's a shared state. You just know who you're sharing.
I feel like it's hard to date here because it's so much different shit going on. Like you got girls or guys that go for clout, they go for money, they go for physical things. And then plus you get a new shipment of girls and niggas that come in here every day. Like today, it's probably like 10,000 new people that's in Atlanta. So it's hard to even date somebody here because like whatever she won't do, the new batch might do, you know what I'm saying? Or vice versa. Like, so I think it's hard to date here in Atlanta. Is it possible? I think it's possible, but I think it's hard.
So why do women in Atlanta care so much about money?
I mean, it's honestly, oh man, this shit runs so deep. Surface level, just for now, I would probably say we're heavily influenced by music. If you think about what music does, it's the only thing that can enter your body and simultaneously impact both sides of the brain. You can listen to a song and it automatically makes you feel a way. Atlanta has like vibration with the music where like that shit runs to the core. Like we are hip hop to some degree. So it's like the shorties is gonna do whatever the fuck the girls are saying. The guys is gonna act crazy and we robbing and killing and shooting and breaking in cars and that's cool. Or if the shorties is dying their hair, twerking, going crazy, all that wild shit, like that's what we doing. But that's the culture. Like we should be able to like stand on our two and like try to like become like more than just what that looks like. We can have that, we can get ratchet, we can get crazy, but let's also be like, you know, let's handle our shit. Let's be grown and sexy and classy and let's have Black Wall Street out here. Atlanta should be Black Wall Street.
You date black women?
I date everyone, but I do love my black sisters and queens. Date everyone. I date women, not everyone. Pause. But I love like, of course, my brown skin sisters, my black sisters. Like,
what's the difference between chocolate and snow?
Ask her parents.
What would they tell me?
That they voted for Trump.
And then the sisters?
They would tell you that they want you to get your shit together.
When you guys go out, who typically pays for the dates?
50-50.
50-50, yeah.
So he'll pay this time and then you'll pay next?
Yeah.
When you guys move in together, is it going to be the same?
We've already moved in together and it is the same.
After 3 months, you're already living together?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Sorry, my bad.
You don't think that's like a red flag or you're moving too fast?
Do you think it's a red flag that we're moving too fast?
I want to know what your perspective is.
I think we both know what we want and we found it and we're just going with what is easy.
What do you bring to the table as opposed to her?
We bring 50-50. I cook her dinner, I pay 50-50. We do laundry together. We do everything together, honestly. My parents are very conservative. I think us being raised in this era, we've been more, I don't want to say blue, red, liberal, conservative, whatever, but what my parents have taught me the most is that like anybody that's together, can you look at me? I feel like you're not really listening to me.
I gotta pay attention to my surroundings, but continue.
I understand. I just want to have a heart-to-heart conversation with you because you came up to us and I want to have like, I care a lot about like, if I'm talking to you, I don't want to just be like something in your video. You know what I mean? I want to have a heart-to-heart with you as a person.
I'm here with you.
Okay.
How many white girls have you dated? Or other Asian, or like
other races.
Yeah.
Were you not gonna finish your point? Is this somehow about me?
Finish my point, but will you answer that? Will you answer that question?
If he gave you a guilt-free pass to sleep with anybody in the world, would you do it?
Absolutely not. I have no desire to sleep with anybody in the world except for him.
So what you're saying is, if a woman would take a guilt-free pass, she's not fully committed to her man.
100%.
Okay. How do you feel?
As far as like having a guilt-free pass?
Yeah, what if she gave you one?
Yeah, there's no need for that. I have like no desire for any other woman aside from my own, so it's not even something that'd be a thought.
So do you think sexual exclusivity shows commitment between a man and a woman the same way?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that sex is extremely important in a relationship, and when you open that up to others that aren't in the relationship, that's definitely like your relationship is gonna fail.
Doesn't matter if it's just a threesome and you do it together, or if it's...
I think that if you're comfortable with the threesome in your relationship, then like it can definitely work. I don't find any issues with that. I wouldn't do that personally in my own relationship, but I find that I think that you can have success in a relationship if you and your partner are open to having a threesome.
So how long have you been together?
About 2 years.
Going up.
So how'd you bag her? Because a lot of people might look at it on the outside and say, hey, she's out of your league.
She said again?
How'd you bag her? Because a lot of people might look at you and say, hey, she's probably out of your league.
Well, I think it's all come about confidence and how you what you bring to the table. And I think when I approached her, I came with confidence. I came with someone that, means my business. And most importantly, I showcase what I can bring to the table, and I was able to, bag her.
How'd you approach her?
Honestly, I was intoxicated, and it had a lot of confidence in me. And I told her that I was going to marry her when I first saw her. She was actually a waitress at a lounge. Of course, that's like her night job. She doesn't work there anymore. But this is like 2 years ago, and I knew from the get-go I wanted at least to get my shot. Shooters got to shoot.
And from your point of view, how'd it happen?
I don't know. He just came to the lounge. This is how it actually happened. He came to the lounge, he ordered shots, he asked me what I wanted. I said 1942, because at a lounge, that's the most expensive shot. So I was like, if he could buy me that shot, I might talk to him.
So it was all about the money for you?
At that point, yeah.